Hi, this is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I am sharing an 8.5 by 11 layout. This is using the wedding kit. This is one of the three layouts that I said I would be posting in July to finish off the wedding kit. This one here is of my mom, and I did add in this brand new paper from 49 and Market from the Academy line because it matches my mom perfectly in the photo. It makes her photo just pop. And I actually use that as my background. So here you can see what I have left on the sticker sheet. Not very many. I do have, I use a couple of the stickers, and then I have lots of scraps that I'm going to bring in. This here is a rub-on, and that's actually going to be my title, which is You Are Enough. This layout is going to be all about my mom and just her strength and everything that she went through during the time that my dad was sick. So she took care of him by herself. She did the work of what 7 nurses would have to do around the clock to take care of him at home and keep him at home from the time he was diagnosed until he passed away. He never went to a nursing home or was under hospice care or anything like that. She was his nurse. And that was something that was very rare. His doctor even called her when he passed away and told her that he had never had a patient die at home of ALS because it's a very grueling disease to take care of in the end. They can basically do nothing for themselves. So I'm using a sketch. This is day 28. It's by Kaezmum on, she does have a YouTube channel, so I will link it down below. I'm going to use lots of Shimmerz paints to create the background that she had on her layout. So my photo is going to go in the bottom left-hand corner, and then I'm just going to start splattering away with the paints. I started out with the darkest blue that I have, which is Brew, I believe is that one. And then this one here, which is Frosty Buns, I believe. And I'm just splattering little splatters. I didn't make any very big or very large. I just kind of splattered around and just made it messy. And most of the mixed media was pretty much done because the background paper is amazing. I love this paper. I actually ordered me another one because I was kind of sad that I was going to use this and not even use it with any of the embellishments from 49 Market for the Academy line. So I needed another one. So I did order me another one. And then this one here is, I believe, Twinkle Twinkle. It's a white. And then I'll come in and do white acrylic paint also because when the Twinkle Twinkle kind of dries, it's kind of glittery, but not white. So I do want to have a little bit of white. And then this color here is Garnet Rose, I believe is what it's called. It's a mix of gold and a pink, and I wanted that one for the flowers because she's holding red roses in her hands. So I wanted to add a little bit more red to the background. And even though it looks like I wiped it up with the paper towels, you can see it in the close-ups. And then this is Love You Onyxly, and that's black. And then the yellow one that I pulled out is 49er Minor, which is a gold. And I'm going to use that one to splatter last. And that was just to add a little bit more to the background. The yellow that I added really didn't pop, but this gold, it pops a little bit more. So I like that a little bit more in the end. So there you can see it's done. I'm going to let it dry to the side, and I'm going to start matting my photo. So I'm matting it on white cardstock first, and then I believe I'll rough up the edges on it. And then I'm going to add it on top of the other papers, and those are just scraps. Like I said, I'm really getting to the bottom of the kit as I'm creating these last 3 layouts. I did pull in most background papers because I didn't have any 12 by 12s left. And then just try to use up as many of the scraps as I possibly could. And that was a 4x6 card. I've already used that on a different layout, so I decided that I could go ahead and use it as a mat for the photo. And I tore the bottom part of the photo mats, and that was just to give it a little something different, and then layered them up. And so the 49 Market one goes a little bit lower than the other ones. And then I'm going to add my title piece right there at the bottom. And at the top up here, I decided to add a little embellishment cluster. This is not in the sketch, so I'm kind of going rogue as far as the embellishment clusters go. I have a really hard time of just leaving empty space on the layout. So if I can add a little something and it looks good, I'm going to add it. So I added a couple more of the papers that match the photo mats. And then I added one more little sticker up here at the top that I did pop up on foam. And that just says beautiful inside and out. And then I'm going to tuck 3 cards in behind the photo. 2 of them will be able to be pulled out. And you can see those. I'll show you how they pull out on video, but they're also in the close-ups. And that's so that I can add journaling, personal journaling about my mom. And like I said, she's an amazing woman. She was, under 40 years old when she became a widow. I believe she was 37, 38. So she was not very old. So she had to restart her life completely over. And she had 3 girls still to, pretty much raise. My oldest sister was 21. So she was the oldest one. And then I was only 14. And then my other sister was going to be 18 and she was graduating from high school. So it was a very trying time for us and definitely for my mom because she knew nothing else. She was 18 when she married my dad. So they weren't married for very long, but at the same time, that was all she knew. So there's my little title, and I did put that on white cardstock. Like I said, that was just a 49 Market rub-on. And the tag, the blue tag, that one there, I actually cut the bottom part of it to use in the family layout. So I had to piece a little piece of a different tag at the bottom of that. But I believe I'll show that on camera. I'm not sure. I'm still playing with the cards. I haven't even put the ribbons on them just yet. And I don't know what I'm going to do next. Oh, I think that's what I'm doing here. I must have stopped and came back to it. So I tied my ribbons on. Oh, yeah, my camera cut out. That's what it was, as usual. So I already did the tags as far as adding the ribbons to the top, and I didn't want each of them to be the same, so I added 2 of the blue twine color on 2 of them, and then a little extra lacy ribbon on that one there. And then the other one, I'm just going to tuck in here behind. So like I said, there is 3 of them, but the third one does not pull out. The third one is attached to the background. And I'll make a note like on the back of the layout or whatever that says, tags pull out. I do that on a lot of my layouts just so that, if and when I'm gone and somebody decides to look through them, they can pull those out. Or even if I'm still here and they happen to pull it out. But a lot of people don't really look at them that intricate and see that you have, tags to pull out and read journaling or whatever. And this journaling is kind of personal anyways, so if they don't pull it out, that's okay. This was a little flower that's from the ephemera pack, and I just added it there at the end of the You Are Enough. It fit perfectly. And then over here, I'm going to add this little torn piece of blue and another little strip of the gold colored paper. And those were scraps. Those are not from the 4x6 card. And then these little stickers are from the sticker sheet, and they say hope. And again, that was something that I thought was fitting with my mom because, as being kids and not knowing, what death meant or what it was going to be like without my dad. My mom was the hope. My mom was the one that, told us it was going to be okay, that, it wasn't the end, even though, for her, it was the end of her marriage. It was the end of what she knew, but she had to keep hope and she had to keep it alive for us three girls. So she did an amazing job of that, and she's an amazing mom. Even now, she's still taking care of kids and still giving her best to children, all children. She was a foster parent after my dad passed away with her new husband, and they were foster parents for almost 20 years and had many children come through their homes. And that's just something that she's always done, is taking care of children and just taking care of people. So she's a caregiver by heart. So here I'm just adjusting the hope. I believe I'll move it over from the edge because, again, the letters aren't in the right place to cut them off. So I didn't want to really cut them off, and I'll realize it here in a minute, and I end up just moving them over from the side and moving them a little bit closer in. And I really like the way that ends up looking. And then I believe that's going to be it. I'm not sure I add anything else on this layout. But I should have another layout tomorrow, and a lot happier layout, a happy birthday layout. But, again, this is part of my story. So I want to share it, and I want to have, these layouts in my albums, and they're part of my life. They're part of my growing up. So I want to include them. Hopefully my kids one day will enjoy looking back at them and seeing, what I grew up with as a child. So I just create them right now for me, and I enjoy looking at them. So, and I believe I'm done. I'm going to keep playing with this sticker here. Like I said, I did move it over so I didn't have to cut it off instead, and I like that much better. Yep, I'm going to show you a little bit of close-ups here. Still haven't got the right angle of how to hold it, but also the glare from the light doesn't help. But I should see you guys in the next video. Tomorrow I will have another one. Bye!